One big barrier to mental illness is stigma. The stigma is so steep that it ends up building more pressure on the people who are already struggling with mental illness. We have been in many seminars, conferences, and one-on-one with mentally ill patients, and what comes out loud is stigmatization of the mentally ill as the number one barrier to their recovery. This is because mental illness in Kenya is linked to witchcraft. People suffering from mental disorders are often victims of stigma. Stigma associated with the mental illness has been shown to have devastating effects on the lives of people with psychiatric disorders, their families, and those who care for them. Three kinds of stigma may be associated with mentally ill people: public stigma, self-stigma, and label avoidance. Public stigma is the phenomenon of large social groups endorsing stereotypes about and subsequently acting against a stigmatized group, in this case people with mental illness. In addition, supernatural, religious, and magical approaches play an important role in creating stigma against the mentally ill. This is prevailing in developing countries like Kenya, where people still believe mental illness is a doing of evil forces. Stigma experienced from family members is equally pervasive. Often the family members contribute to stigma because they feel blamed and responsible for having men- brought on the mental disorder either through negligence or inadequate care. Self-stigma is the loss of self-esteem and self-efficacy that occurs when people internalize public stigma. The vast majority of Kenyans believe that mental health disorders are caused by supernatural powers like evil spirits. Many believe that those who develop mental disorders do so to atone for sins committed against ancestors or as a result of being bewitched. Such stigma pervades society and hinders help-seeking behavior and mentally ill patients. Among mentally ill patients, anecdotal evidence indicates that stigma is widespread, increasing the barriers to seeking healthcare. This may contribute to the poorer outcomes in mentally ill patients. Between 12 and 18% of the population agree that mental illness is a form of punishment for bad deeds. Moreover, to avoid curses, which are more often than not heritable, society members, especially women, are taught to avoid individuals afflicted by mental illness.
Township Primary School for Bradley, Siaya Township for
Emmanuel Ochieng, 5 from Boseli, Siaya Township Primary School.
Leon Otieno Dela, 6 Marsabit, Siaya Township Primary School. Mungu Otieno, 6 Marsabit, Siaya Township Primary School.
Kapita Gita Kile, 5
Adhiamba from 5 Siaya Township Primary School.
Jangeda Wanyango, 6 Marsabit, Siaya Township.
Mtoto Cheng Otieno, grade 4 grade Siaya Township Primary School. Brenda Nzego Odhiambo, Siaya Township Primary School for Sabo.
Daisy Otieno Mwaka, 5 Siaya Township Primary School.
Brenda Q,
Na nguvu.
Brenda Q, 5 from Boseli, Siaya Township.
Stefan Yakot, 5 from Boseli, Siaya Township Primary School.
Hope Williams, 580, Siaya Township Primary School.
Sinkla Chieng from 5 Siaya Township Primary School.
Mwana Dobero Ouma, 5 Sabu,
Siaya Township Primary School.
My name is Elimisha. I'm coming from Township Primary School, Comprihensive. Washington Machelo for Township Primary School. Township Primary School.
My name is Ronald Enango Mondi. Welcome to Siaya Township Primary School.
My name is Brighton Mondi. I serve